I decided to paint this Daphne plant, Daphne beloa, from Nepal. First of all, when I was walking in the mountains and I saw, but actually I didn't see first. I smelt the most amazing, beautiful, sweet smell. It turned out it was these pink flowers. I saw in the distance pinpricks of little pink, tiny flowers and buds on these long stems, and it was amazing to think that this plant is the very plant which is used commercially for lots and lots of paper making. So this is the Lokta paper made from the stems of the Daphne plant. It's absolutely beautiful stuff. It's very natural. One side of it is much more textured than the other side, which is smoother, although it does have kind of little crevasses and lumpy, bumpy bits in it as well. It's beautiful to work on, actually, to paint on, although quite difficult to achieve real detail, to be honest. I'm very interested in these natural papers. I've always liked the Japanese mulberry papers, and I like the effects of sort of the paint doing its own thing, but then being controlled with really dry brushwork. So the paper's quite difficult to achieve detail on because it's actually very, very porous. So it's a little bit like blotting paper. If I put paint on, it just instantly spreads. It just travels wherever the water is. I feel when I'm painting on this paper as though I'm looking for an edited version of what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to really select the most important parts of the plant, the most important textural bits and the crucial colours which are going to help explain what this plant is about. So for this painting I'm working on trying to include some of the stems, the branch-like stems running behind the details of the foreground of the flowers. So, and this is how I really did see it growing in the mountains. And the stems are really the important part, because the stems are what they use to create, to mash down and to blend into the paper. Even though this is such a delicate, tiny, beautiful little thing, hopefully by enlarging it the way I have, it enables you to see just a little bit more information, and also give the piece power so that you want to go and have a look at it, and then you discover the paper is actually the plant. I like that quirkiness. I love this sort of play with focus. Some bits are really detailed and then some bits are not, but you just get a sort of real experience when you look at it, rather than having everything at the same level of perfectly fine focus, you know? Which there's a beauty to that, and there's certainly a scientific value, because many people would only be interested in the totally fine detail because that's how you identify a plant. Whereas I think I'm always interested in a little bit something different to that, you know. Yes, you can identify it, but what else is it telling you about the plant? What else is the painting telling you about the plant?